Sometimes I start something because I have an idea that I'm seeing something that I don't think people are seeing, and I try to reveal how people think about Blackness. Well, where do we start? Where do we start? As a baseline, I like to sort of pull things from history. I ask, why is that like that? And then dig around and find out. This one I made for the Venice Biennale, which was the storefront window in Venice. And that was certainly emblematic of the Venetians' stunted understanding of their own history. Because I'm interested in Shakespeare, and particularly Othello, the backdrop of the story is the war between the Venetians and the Ottomans. The Ottomans, these shapes are something from their historic lanterns. In the center is a very floral sculpture, which is all Venetian. Often these things are rooted in some truth. With Black Now, it's about mostly contemporary culture and where the color black is felt very natural to be. Sometimes it's racial, sometimes it's just how people think about the color black. It's fascinating when you bring a lot of things together. The ubiquitousness of the color becomes more obvious. For me, it just was a really interesting project to do, thinking about how people come to form opinions about the world, and it's visible through the color black. I thought wasn't going to take long, and I made smaller exhibitions of some of the black things that I was collecting. But then it just kept on going. I just kept seeing different ways to think about blackness, how far afield it appears and changes in certain cultures. Then it became an obsession. Some of it is racialized, other of it is not. It's just has its own development in meaning in different other places. I do hope that people engage with it, that they stop and think about what I've done and how to digest it. I'm just thrilled that I can make things that engage with the public, that have a variety of meanings, serious meanings, or just beauty. I like working with beautiful things as well as the ugliness of history.